Maybe I could pass through here, but it's too high. Those cookies were disgusting, but I couldn't help finishing the whole pack. There's a crack in the wall. I can see something shining. Locked. There are 2 names engraved on the ring, John and Susan. McPherson? Can you hear me?
Shh! You'll bring it back!
Christ! You scared me! I thought that cell was empty.
I haven't eaten in days. You don't have anything, do you?
Sorry. All I had was a few stale cookies, but I was hungry. Have you been here a long time? Have you tried to escape?
I made an attempt early on. I was locked up where you are.
What did you do?
I improvised. I used the fork that he left for my meals. I unscrewed the grate on an old air vent.
And then what happened?
The killer came back right before I made it into the shaft. He convinced me not to try again. Then he threw me in this cell, which is normally reserved for women he's gonna kill. I've been here ever since. In here, the ventilation shaft is welded shut, and the cell door can only be opened remotely. I haven't got a chance.
Do you still have the thing you used to unscrew the grate?
Yeah, I managed to hide it, just in case it might come in handy again.
Throw it over. I'll try to catch it.
Who's gonna die next? You? Me? Your friend?
Who are you? I thought the killer only went for women.
Gary Anderson. I saw the abandoned house while I was out hunting deer. I came in to poke around. The killer took me by surprise while I was snooping upstairs. I tried to escape by going out the balcony, but he caught me. I've been held here for months. He's been torturing me for months. I can't take it anymore. I've lost all hope of leaving this place alive. I'd just like to not suffer anymore.
It's too far. I can't climb up there, and it's impossible to push the bed against the wall because of the pipes. It's screwed shut. Amphetamines. It's empty. I should neutralize this camera. There's no way this bastard's keeping any images of me. Locked. Locked. McPherson, do you hear me? It's me, Paloma Hernandez. McPherson, wake up!
Where am I? Hernandez? Oh, Christ, I feel so groggy.
We have to get out of here, McPherson. We have to try to escape.
Escape? What? Later. I'll think about that later.
Do you know what the killer intends to do?
He abducted us because he needs poker partners. Now let me sleep. I think I'm gonna take a little nap.
Who's gonna die next? You? Me? Your friend?
I found an empty box of amphetamines in the medicine cabinet. I guess the killer uses it to drug his victims.
He gives me some to take regularly, until I become dependent on them. When he wants to torture me, he stops giving them to me. The suffering makes me crazy.
Do you have any pills left? My friend might need them. The killer drugged her with tranquilizers.
I could give you a couple of pills, if you find Susan's wedding ring. She hid it in your cell.
Who's Susan?
She was very dear to me. He murdered her. The ring is really important to me. Find it, and I'll give you what you want.
That's not your name on the ring. It says John.
Susan and I were close, but she wasn't my wife. Just a friend.
I have that ring you talked about. Take it and give me the amphetamines.
This wedding ring, it's all that I have left of Susan. Here's the last pill.
McPherson, wake up! I've got to talk to you! I found you a little upper. Take this. McPherson, we can't stay here. We have to find a way to escape.
Escape? Excellent idea, Hernandez. Way to take the initiative.
I unscrewed the ventilation grate to escape from my cell. See if you can do the same.
The shaft is welded shut. Impossible to get out that way.
The killer must be preparing something. But what?
You should interview him to find out. Hurry up and get me out of here. Get me out of here, Hernandez. We'll talk later.
This digital lock must open the door. McPherson, we have to talk. You've studied the killer's psychological profile. Do you have an idea what he might use as a code for the door?
I've got the code for the shelter hatch. Is that what you're looking for?
No. I need a digital code to open a cell door.
It doesn't ring a bell, but it could be connected with the list of names I saw in a file. On the list, your name was associated to the name Martin. Mine was associated with Stanton. The killer could have used that to devise a code. Put your thinking cap on, Hernandez. Martin, Stanton, these names must correspond to a code. Hurry up and get me out of here.
Who's gonna die next? You? Me? Your friend?
The killer uses a digital locking system to lock the doors. Have you ever seen him punching in the number from your cell?
Yeah, tons of times. It's 5 or 6 numbers. I'm sure that the code for your cell door begins with a 4. The last digit, I think it's a 5. But I'm not sure about anything else. But what's the point? It's hopeless!
The killer uses a digital locking system. Have you ever seen...
Yeah, the last digit. I've lost all hope of leaving this place alive. I'd just like to not suffer anymore.
I had to kick it hard, but it worked. It's up to you now. I don't want to die here.
Thanks for pulling me out of there, Hernandez. So, you can make yourself useful when absolutely necessary.
There's a man locked up in the other cell. He was the one who gave me the amphetamines. He says he knew one of the victims, Susan. He might be able to help us. It's just that he seems pretty disturbed.
If he's been here for a while, I'm not surprised. Gingerbread. Factory processed crap. I'd have to be pretty hungry to resort to this. The sheriff's metal detector. What is it doing here? So, you're our partner in misfortune.
You're the one the killer drugged.
Thanks for the pills. Got some of my energy back. I'm gonna try and get you out of here.
I've had nothing to eat for days. I'm starving.
I might be able to help you out with that. Here's some gingerbread. It should ease your hunger a little. We're gonna try and find a way to get you out of here.
It's impossible to escape. There's no hope.
Have you talked to Susan Girelli?
Yes. The killer abducted her shortly after locking me up. He murdered her. Poor Susan. She was so beautiful, so sensitive.
Did you know her before her abduction?
We had an affair. Now she's dead. And soon, we will be too.
If you've been here for a while, perhaps the killer has revealed some of his plans? Megalomaniacs love to boast.
Don't underestimate him. He doesn't talk without a reason.
I wouldn't make the mistake of underestimating him. I know we're dealing with a master of manipulation.
He didn't say anything to me. Just that he intended to settle some outstanding issues.
How did you end up here? Are you from around here?
I found the house while I was hunting in the woods. My name is Gary. I have a farm near Ashland.
Are you Gary Anderson? The county sheriff was investigating your disappearance. I thought you were dead.
He took me by surprise in the house. I don't know why he didn't kill me right away. I would have been better off.
When the FBI notices the disappearance of all these cops, they'll send agents after us, right? Do you have a plan to get us out of here?
We're gonna have to improvise. Stay on your toes, stay alive.
Have you found a lead on the killer's identity?
For now, I know his name, but not his face. Doesn't make any difference. We need to concentrate on surviving, not on whether or not he's got a mustache.
I think Hawker's dead. The killer got him.
The fact that he's not shut up in here with us is not a good sign. As long as I haven't seen a body, there's hope he's still alive. I'm not so sure about Garrus, though. I have a hard time believing he could have avoided falling into the killer's clutches. That sicko out there, has he talked about his plans?
Not really. And I'm not sure I want to know. Hey, where are you going? Wait for me, I'm coming with you.
I think you better stay here. Bar the doors. I'll come back to get you.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna see if there's a way out. And there's a computer in the lab. I might be able to make contact with the outside world.
All right. I'll keep both doors secured so the killer can't get in.
Good. I'll be back. Leave the porch light on. Good. Let's be careful. This sicko could be anywhere. James, I should never have made you come here. Killer must have used this for target practice. circular mass with a few metal pieces. There's absolutely no doubt about it. It's a landmine. It's a mine. The blinking light indicates that it's armed. Looks like a pressure release mine. If I step on it and then remove my foot, bam. There's no way to defuse this thing. But I might be able to neutralize it by leaving something heavy on it. It's pretty heavy. I could use it to neutralize a mine. Piece of a grate. I should be able to neutralize a mine with it. It'll prevent the trigger from releasing. Red envelope with a memory card in it. Dead rat. Wonder what killed it. Going any farther through here is suicide. Holes drilled into the wall. I doubt they're here for decoration. Bullet hole. The casing is still here, but I don't have my kit. He killed them all. His madness has no limits. She never had a chance. Halloway. She never had a chance. Wrong place, wrong time. Dead. He couldn't even defend himself. He killed them all. His madness has no limits. I hear an electric buzz. An old film. The Glass Key. Haven't seen it. Then again, I haven't exactly had much time to become a movie buff. Looks like the killer didn't have time to set one of his traps.